Thank you very much, Khenpo, for such a clear, gracious expose of such a difficult topic to talk about the nature of mind. I think we remember that this week, in particular, the attack in Ottawa by a young man who had mental issues and ambition to become a jihadist is a good example of how important it is for us educators at all levels, Jack Miller training teachers at OZ, us here at York training young adults, to actually step in and make sure that everybody has access to the possibility of clearing one's mind and reaching a level of clarity and peace as you described so far. We have to remember that in Canada we have one of the highest suicide rate among adolescents. So there's a lot of work to be done. Even in a prosperous and a country like Canada, we have work to do. So I want to thank you also for how prompt you are and just finishing on cue at 4:30 exactly. And we can now open the floor to questions. We had dedicated about 25 minutes to question period. I would like to ask those of you who want to ask a question to come to the center aisle and use the microphone that has been dedicated to you today, and to line up one behind each other so that you wait for your turn and ask your question to Khenpo.
My question is, as per my understanding, it has been mentioned that I am neither a hand nor a leg nor any of my body part, or nor the combination of all of them. So can we say that I am a soul? Is soul an appropriate word for that? Or
我们可以在没有特别细致的剖析过程当中呢，比较而言，外面的物质不是我，但是我的灵魂呢，就是暂时来讲，是我今生就是当人，下一世当其他的动物等等，又变成人，就这样一个循环。但是如果用最细致的一种中观的空性，佛教的空性观来破的时候呢，那所谓的我的不断的转世的这个性呢，也实际上是不存在的。所以说，这是一个中观佛教当中就是比较高层次的这种讲。那么这个时候我们会讲到暂时的现象当中，无之后我存在。在进行观察的时候，是我的心识和灵魂存在。在进行观察的时候呢，一切万法的真相呢，并不是一种实有的东西存在。这就是很好的一种剖析方法。
So to address your question, you said it's your soul that is yourself, right? And so Khenpo said when we do a very gross analysis, we see the external materials are not ourselves, or our body parts are not ourselves. Sometimes we do see that my soul or my consciousness is myself, because in this present life I'm a human being, and then in next lifetime I may be an animal or something like that. Then we transmigrate in the 6 realms of samsara. But at the level of our subtle analysis by the middle way school, we will see even our soul or our consciousness, they do not exist. And that is a more advanced analysis. And for the middle way school, we see temporary or at the conventional level, we see materials exist, and I exists. And our consciousness and our soul exist, but that is the conventional level. That is what appeared to us. But at the advanced or the ultimate level, we see nothing truly exists. There's no intrinsic existence of anything, including your mind.
这个问得很好啊，就是
This is a great question.
我再给你补充一般我不补充的。
Usually I don't add too much for the answers, but because it's a very great question, I will add something.
因为一旦我们认识到这个性的本来就确实也是不存在的，这不是理论上真正的通达的时候呢，那个时候获得了佛教当中的圣者阿罗汉的果位啊、菩萨的果位啊，或者是佛的果位。所以说，这个性的认识最高层次的时候呢，它才不会扭转。
And so once when we realize that our mind does not exist, then that is not a theoretical level. That's something we can experience. And that is for those noble beings as arhats, bodhisattvas, and Buddhas. They really experience that non-existence of our mind in that kind of way. And after you recognize the nature of your mind, you will not transmigrate in the samsara anymore.
Thank you. Thank you so much.